Tiffany, and this is my channel, Hoosier Handmade. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is another edition of Hashtag Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. First of all, thank you so much to Jen, as always, for starting Hashtag Friday Sews and allowing all of us other sewists here on YouTube to jump on board with that hashtag and talk all about what we've been doing this week in sewing, what we hope to sew coming up, and then a little bit about life in between. And also thank you so much to all of my friends out there, all of those who have subscribed to my channel thus far. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for commenting and liking these videos. If you have not subscribed to my channel thus far, please consider doing so. I would love to get to know you better. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of content, and leave a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. You can also find me on Instagram. I will put my Instagram name right there. It is hoosier.handmade. I would love to be friends with you over there. You can find me and I will follow you back. Would love to follow along with your sewing journey. Thank you all so much for your support of my channel. So what am I wearing today? Well, you guys, I am just trying to get snuggly warm here. Southern Indiana has been hit with some extremely cold weather, and I'm just trying to stay warm. So I've got a fuzzy kind of loungewear shirt on, and then this is my Simplicity 8811, I think, is this cardigan. It is so warm and cozy. I've featured it before. I've made it out of just some mystery kind of sweater knit from Walmart, and then I put some bands on the cuffs there. So it is really warm and cozy. I just keep it here in my sewing room, and that's what I have on today to try to stay warm here in Indiana. So this week in the sewing room has been so crazy. It has been so busy, so productive, so wonderful. You can kind of spy behind me all of my makes. I have done so many things, so I don't want to take too much of your time today. I know y'all are busy with Christmas coming up, so just real quick, let's run through what I have sewn and completed this week. First thing that I completed this week was this shacket, and I've been talking nonstop about this shacket, you guys, and I'm sure you're sick of seeing it, and kind of so am I. So I am ready to gift it. So it is completely done. I even have the buttons sewn on there. I didn't match the pockets. I can see here that the lines don't really match, but it's fine. I don't really mind. The only thing I have not done is the cuffs. I have put in the buttonhole, but I have not attached the button yet. So what I would like to do when my brother-in-law receives this, and then I can have him try it on, and then I can see where to put these cuffs. Now the pattern tells you where to put the button, but I like to customize, especially cuffs, because cuffs can be so annoying when they're too big, and I don't want them to be annoying to him. So I finished the shacket. It looks really, really good. The pockets are a little high. Like I said last week, I would like to do a full pattern review on this shacket because it is a great pattern, but there's a few tweaks that I would make. So I would like to do a pattern review coming in the future. Let me know if that would be interesting to you. This is a great pattern, and I really think that sharing more about it would be great. I did add a label in there. It says handmade just for you. I thought that brown matched the buttons really well. So yeah, that is my Simplicity 9388 shacket. Next up is the dress we talked about last week. Yes, this is the upside down Christmas dress. She's gonna wear it. It's gonna be fine. Mistakes happen to all of us, and boy, let me tell you, I'll be on the lookout for directional print in the future. So this is done. The neckband is in. The sleeves have been hemmed. I left the bottom hem raw, which I think is totally fine. And she is ready to be worn for Christmas. This was the Sweetie Pie dress by Ellie and Mac in size 2T, I believe. Now this next make, I am so proud of. Why are these easy little projects just the most gratifying to me? I don't know. I love sewing with knits. I love sewing for my daughter, and this little PJ pattern whips up so quickly. So this is the Grow With Me pajamas from Ellie and Mac. That is a free pattern, you guys, and it really is an amazing pattern for totally free. So this is what I made for Addie June. There is her little PJ shirt. I remember, you might remember that I bought this panel from Highlands Fabric. I'll try to link them down below. They had a Black Friday sale, so I bought a panel with the little deer face on there. So cute. I think it was like $7.99. It was really inexpensive. And then this is the exclusive fabric from Olga's Closet that I had ordered. I specifically had in mind Addie's pajamas for this, and it turned out so good. So there is the top there with a nice neckband. The back is plain. And then the pants are also the rib knit. So it just turned out so cute. I used cuffing for the neckband, the wrists, and the ankles from Hobby Lobby. I think it matches pretty good. I love this rib knit from Hobby Lobby for cuffs and bands. It is excellent for cuffs and bands. Highly recommended. And they have so many colors. They have a ton of beautiful colors there at Hobby Lobby. So I am so proud. I think the panel could have been down on her chest just a hair more, but this is the first time that I have ever tried to use a panel in a garment, so I was trying to center it, and I think I was more worried about the center, getting in the center of her chest as opposed to up and down. But anyway, his antlers are on there, her antlers are on there, and I think it's really darling. So this pattern really is Grow With Me. So this shirt looks really long, and it is, but we just tuck it into her pants until, you know, it's fits her at a shirt length. And then the cuffs on the bottom are really long, and at first I thought this was annoying, but now I love it. I understand why they made them this way. They really are made to grow with her. So for now we keep them rolled up like this, just to keep them up out of her way, and they look totally fine, but she will grow into the length of them eventually. So that is the Grow With Me pajamas, Addie's Christmas Eve pajamas. Okay, and then I made several little craft kind of items for my family for Christmas. I was able to sneak these in. I was really kind of like making these little items as I was making the shacket as well. I just needed a brain break. I needed some time to just decompress from the shacket. Not that it's hard, it's just intricate, and sometimes there's some complicated steps that just leave you needing a break. So these are some of the projects that I snuck in while I was sewing that shacket. The first one was an amazing tutorial from Ruanne, the Yorkshire Sew Girl. I loved this project, and I've already kind of packaged them up, so it might be kind of hard to see, but I made some of her corner bookmarks. I love these. Just some fabric from Joann's, some really cute coordinates. So I made 2 of these for my mom. I'll kind of show you how I packaged them up there. I put a little tag on there and some jute twine. I don't know if you can read it. It says, tells them what they are, bookmarks, and then handmade with love. So I made 2 of those for mom, and then I made 2 of them for my husband's aunt who loves to read. I always like to make her something handmade. I think she appreciates those. So I made her 2 as well, and I've already wrapped them up and put them under the tree. So that was one of my projects, and I will try to link Ruanne's video down below. She does a great job walking you through that super easy tutorial. Great video. So go check it out if you have not done so already. And then I'm telling you, I'm probably the most proud out of all the things I've shown you, and I love them all. I love everything that I've made, but these take the cake. Like, I am so excited for these to go to my sister. And I've probably shown Deborah a few times on here, especially if you've watched my Vlogmas videos, you've seen my sister Deborah. We are the best of friends. I love her dearly. She really is my best friend. Regardless of being my sister, she's my best friend. And I love her very much, and I love to buy Christmas for her. And this year we drew names instead of buying for everyone, and luckily we pulled Deborah's name. So my husband and I have had so much fun picking out some presents for her, and I knew I wanted to make her something. She is so amazing to appreciate everything handmade that I've ever made her. So I wanted to make her something that I know she will love, and I just, like, you can see it on my face. I cannot wait to give these to her. So I had picked up some vinyl at Hobby Lobby. It was a remnant, you know, back there in their clearance section, sometimes they'll have remnants rolled up, just kind of like Joann's does. And they'll have a clearance price on them. And I had found a remnant of cowhide vinyl. Now my sister loves the faux cowhide look. Very country chic, and she loves that kind of look. Well, I wasn't about to go out and buy her any of those because they can be very expensive. They're very trendy right now and they're very expensive. But I found that vinyl and I just had to get it. I mean, guess how much it was? It was like, and it was probably only a half yard of vinyl, but it was $1.77. I could not leave it there. So I picked it up and I thought, oh, I've got to think of something to make for Deborah. So now that I've picked out the big projects that I wanted to get done, I had to get done for Christmas, I went over and looked for that cowhide vinyl that I had, and I'm thinking, Tiffany, you gotta come up with an idea. So I designed a little coaster with that cowhide. Deborah is going to love them. So these are coasters. I have made 6. Deborah has 6 people in her family. She has 4 boys. She's Superwoman. She has 4 little boys, plus her and her husband make 6. So I have made her 6 cowhide coasters. And then on the back, I've just backed them with some flannel, a scrap flannel. This is the flannel that I used last year to make my brother his jacket. I had some left over. Perfect for this, so that they can sit on, you know, a table or an end table or something and won't scoot around, but yet the vinyl is great for drinks to actually go on. So you guys, why did these make me so happy? I don't know. I think it's mostly because I know how happy Deborah's gonna be when she gets them. So I have made her 6 vinyl and flannel little coasters. Such a fun gift. And my my machine, my Baby Lock, handled sewing through that vinyl just fine. I was so worried. I've never sewn with that kind of material or whatever. I'm not really sewn with that before, but she handled it so well. So that is the other thing that I completed. That was a lot. That is a lot of sewing for 1 week. I feel very accomplished and productive, and I'm so excited. So I kind of have a few days to just think about what would I like to sew for myself, and I am very excited about that. I was able to go to Joann's over the weekend, and they were having a really good sale on their fall, is it called Ember? The design, or the collection Ember, I think is what they were having a sale on. 60% off, so that was pretty good. And this is expensive fabric, and you if you've been to Joann's, you know that Joann's can be $16, $17, $20 a yard now on their apparel fabrics that they put in those collections. So for 60% off, it really went on a pretty good sale. So I picked up this fabric. It is a cable knit. You've probably seen it before. Lots of people have picked it up. I chose the kind of pink colorway. You can see the cable there. I've always wanted some cable knit, and this is perfect. It is super soft, super stretchy, And you know what, guys? I really want to sew this up right now. I would love to make myself a toaster sweater with this. I love the toaster sweater that I've made previously. I've actually made two. One of them doesn't fit very good. The fabric didn't have as much stretch as the first one that I made, so it's not quite as comfortable, but this one is quite stretched, so I think it's going to be a really great toaster sweater. So I would love to work on that here tonight and in the next few days to have it for Christmas. I don't really know that I'm going to wear it on Christmas Day because we go to my grandma's house and her house is about 150 degrees inside. You know, exaggerating, of course. Grandma and grandpa, as most older people are just cold all the time, and I find myself outdoors more than I'm indoors at grandma's because it's so hot. So I don't think a sweater is probably the best outfit option for me, but anyway, I would love to have it done in time for Christmas anyway. So yeah, that's what I have been sewing. That's my plans for the week. I also had thought about working on my Quebec skirt, itch to stitch Quebec skirt. I had it in my fall plans using a cheetah print green corduroy. I'll link my plans video if you'd like to go check out that fabric. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time. This is getting over ambitious now. So yeah, that's my plans for the future here. Okay, so my last hashtag, so grateful. I have done 5 previously and I'm ready for number 6. This hashtag was created by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, and then also Mari from Mari Sews, just to push out some positivity into the sewing community. And I have really benefited from going through this mentally and just, you know, thinking about all the things that I really do have to be thankful for, which is a lot more than just the 6 that I've named, but it has been really fun to go over those with you. And my last one for today is that I am so grateful for sewing itself. Sewing itself. I was never really interested in sewing until about 7 years ago, and I've kind of went into my background with sewing before, but Mom got me into quilting, and then I kind of gradually just got into garment sewing with YouTube, watching YouTube videos, and it has really been such a oasis. I think I've said that before for me, and in a time of change with having a baby and becoming a mommy at 30, it was a lot of change, a lot of new things that I was experiencing, and sewing kind of grounded me. It brought me back to myself in a more stable mental kind of place. And so sewing is it's just an amazing hobby. It allowed me to be creative, to have that creative outlet so that I can express myself a little bit. I really do feel like that I'm being useful when I am sewing. I'm doing something that is aiding myself and my family. It's allowing me to connect to history. I really do feel like I am connecting to a part of our history that we are losing. Anymore, if you tell people that you sew, they're just absolutely shocked. You make your own clothes? Like, that is so strange. And that is such a shift from most of our history. You know, the creation of fast fashion and those cheaper garments that can be made out in industry has totally changed the whole outlook on garments. Back in the day, you know, we were making every single piece of clothing that we had. So to connect to that part of history again is really, I love any kind of history, and to just kind of reach back and kind of connect through sewing, through this talent, because it really is a talent that I'm really thankful for. And lastly, it's helping me connect to my personal past. Now, my mom, I have mentioned before, is a quilter, but she is not a garment sewist. She would not touch a garment project with a 10-foot pole, I don't think. She's very scared of them, very intimidated by them. Now, could she do it? Yes, but she will not. But my grandmother, my mother's mother, she was an avid seamstress, and she passed away when I was 10 years old. And I remember all the handmade clothes that she made for my mother, for herself, for us children. Me and my sister, we always matched my mom. I could show you 90s pictures. You know what I mean? The 90s clothes. It was back in the day, I didn't think it was amazing, but really it was amazing that grandma was sewing for us in that way. And yeah, I lost her when I was 10, and I wish that I had her with me today to just sew the day away. You know, she would have so much knowledge that she could pass over to me, but it really helps me connect to her doing this hobby and having this sewing, this love for sewing, and I really am so thankful for it. Okay, that was much more drawn out than I meant it to be. Anyway, so this is going to be my last video before Christmas. I'm going to take, you know, a nice long Christmas break here with my family. I'm ready to come back with some sewing content. And I know I've shown you a ton of sewing content today, but this is Christmas sewing content. And I am ready for it to swap over to just sewing content. I've picked up some patterns in the last few pattern sales, and I really would like to just have a good old-fashioned pattern haul video. I just want to sit down and talk with you guys about sewing and sewing content, and so look for that after Christmas maybe sometime, and we'll just get back into the swing of our sewing content and sewing lives here. My Sojo is not gone, knock on wood. I usually after sewing for Christmas presents, my Sojo kind of wanes and I kind of need a break, but I really am just so motivated to sew for myself. Maybe that sounds terrible, but I'm like, this toaster sweater, I'm like, I'm itching. I wish I could cut it out right now. So I'm ready to get back to normal here. Love Christmas. Love all the festivities. Love doing Vlogmas. I will link the playlist up above if you have not checked out my Vlogmas. They are kind of longer videos, and I apologize for that. I was stuffing a lot of content into those videos, but thank you so much to those who have already watched those and commented. It really means so much. But yeah, I am ready to get back to normal. So I will wish you all a very Merry Christmas. May your Christmas season be so blessed. Thank you so much for sticking with me and just blessing my channel. It has been so amazing to meet you guys, to chat with you, and to be able to publish contents to such a wonderful community. So Merry Christmas, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.